afternoon, YouTube. It's Tennessee Hillbilly in the Philippines. It's about 5:30 in the afternoon on Friday. And what an adventure I had today. Number one, I got a in-home barber haircut. The barber I usually go to, the last time I went, he gave us his phone number. He says, call me when you need another haircut. He come over, he's here about 8 o'clock in the morning and did a fantastic job like he always does. I mean, when you get 68 years old, you got hair coming out everywhere. And he takes care of it. The ears, the eyebrows, the nose, any place extra hair comes from. And of course, I give him 200 pesos, $4. Same haircut in America, I pay 11 bucks. Same situation, but you know, it's a little old town barber, country barber, farmer. He comes in with his galoshes on. If you don't know what that is, that's rubber boots where he's been walking around in the cow poop, taking care of his cows. And that's the neighborhood gossip for the men. I miss that, but I really enjoy this guy. He don't say a word the whole time he's cutting my haircut, and you know, says thank you and gives me a little massage, and there we go. But anyway, the last couple of days I've had a toothache. I went to the dentist 2 months ago, first time the dentist had been open. And this dentist, I didn't trust her. I didn't have that good feeling. You know, only thing she wanted to do was a root canal for 25,000. That's 500 pesos. That's a lot of money for a dentist here in the Philippines. Well, this morning I found out the truth. I had got an appointment with another dentist. She'd been in the same location for 20 years. A little older lady. And she looked at my teeth and she said, Mr. Reed, you got a tooth here that's bad and a tooth here that's bad. And, you know, she said, maybe a root canal, maybe pull extraction. I said, well, why don't we get the one that's the worst extracted? She said, I don't pull teeth. She recommended me going to Pala to the SM Mall. Well, that's where I'd been going ever since I got to the Philippines. But with all the different rules of quarantine, they had not been open. This is the first week that they've been open since all this started in March. I mean, I guess they got open, stopped, got open, stopped. But I trust them. I mean, it's a young lady, about 26, and a pretty big practice. And I went in and I pointed out what I wanted. And she looked at it. She said, well, Mr. Reed, it's going to have to be extracted. And, you know, I really don't like my teeth being pulled. That's the only teeth I got left. I should have had it done in Tennessee. I could have got a tooth pulled for $75 and walked out with a pocket full of pain pills and been done with it. But of course, put off the pain. So anyway, they took my blood pressure, and man, oh man, I've had high blood pressure ever since I've been a little kid. As soon as I see them white gowns and chairs to lay down in, my blood pressure spikes. So my blood pressure was, you know, double what it was, about 190 over 100, something like that. And she just said, Mr. Reed, she says, I cannot do nothing. And here comes my wife. Hold on, what do you need?
Nothing, I just changed my...
She just wanted to come in and say hello to me. But anyway, here, let's see that I get more subscribers. But anyway, I trust the lady. She, you know, like I say, she's young. She hasn't lied to me. She looked at my child's teeth and give her, you know, told her this, what she needed to hear the last time we seen her in September last year. That, you know, she's a little girl and that her baby teeth would come out and she's going to have a beautiful smile. That's what the little girl needed because she's so self-conscious. Now she's got all the little baby teeth come out. She's got little teeth coming back in. She's going to be beautiful just like her mama. But anyway, this damn thing to the dentist is starting to cost me money. Tomorrow I have to go to a medical doctor. I'm going to have to get a I went to a clinic, oh, maybe 6, 8 months ago. I was there, and of course my blood pressure up, but the doctor wouldn't let me go. The dog is knocking the camera, honey. The doctor wouldn't let me leave the clinic until he got the blood pressure down. Well, he gave me one pill, put it under my tongue. Less than 2 minutes later, my blood pressure was normal. So I've got to go to a medical doctor tomorrow and see if I can get that pill prescribed to me. That's the only way I'm going to get relief. And, you know, it's going to get to the point this thing's going to be really, really painful if I don't get it taken care of. Right now, it's bearable. But I don't like pain. I don't know too many other people that does, but I don't enjoy it, and I don't thrive on it. But going to the dentist right now during this COVID sucks. Anybody that could, if you've got a dentist you go see without any problems, I mean, I had to fill out forms every place I went. Had to wash my hands, gargle my mouth, wear little suits, wear booties, wear hairnets. And each place was different. I mean, you know, they have their own rules, and then they add rules. The government gives them rules, and then they add their own rules, which is okay to me. I don't want nobody to get sick. But these Filipinos, they take this COVID seriously. And, you know, it's good for me. But you know what? I don't think none of this is real. I mean, my God, there's so many people out here walking around with no mask on. In crowds of hundreds and thousands, and nothing happens. These damn people in America are protesting without masks on. The Speaker of the House of Congress walking around with no mask on, getting her hair done where they're supposed to have been closed. It's okay. I mean, come November the 3rd, 2020, when the United States election is over, this COVID will disappear. Right out of the mouths of out of Tennessee hillbilly in the Philippines. And to my feelings, I think it's all conspiracy, and we may not find out for 10 years, but I guarantee we'll find out one day that this is all made up to keep President Trump from getting reelected. They wanted to do anything they could to hurt him, but you know, I won't talk politics, but you know, it's to the point, all this is getting pretty damn sick. People want it over. I want it over. I want to go scuba diving. I want to go traveling. You know, what happens if I want to go back to America? Will they let me back in? I mean, and then I know that the Philippines are letting people, if you have a foreign spouse, foreign child, and you have to prove it, from what I read, if you do not have a visa or a resident card, this is a 13A resident visa here in the Philippines. If you don't have this, you're not going to get back in the Philippines. You have to, if you don't have this, you have to go to the the Philippine Embassy in Washington, D.C. and get a visa to travel with the proper documents. And I'm not going to quote the documents, but I know what it would be. It would be the certified marriage certificate, certified birth certificate if you have a child. You have to have a prepaid 14-day quarantine area paid for. And you know, this is all, and these requirements you're going to get from the airlines, and it most likely, if I was going to be traveling, I'd be calling the embassies where closest to you and get exactly what the Philippines require. I watched a video the other day of a man traveling back to the Philippines. He was a father of a Filipino baby. He had all the proper documentation. He said it took him a week to get all the visa. He left from LAX in Los Angeles, California, and that place was empty, fellas. Never in my life have I ever seen that place empty. I've flown through there many a times, and it's just a horrible place to travel through. I know some of you people from California love it, but this old hillbilly, he hates all them damn people in California, so big of a hurry, pushing and shoving, reminds me of driving in the Philippines. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. This is a short video. If you're interested in going to the dentists here in the Philippines, get your ducks in a row too. Make sure, here I had to get a travel pass. We had to go to SM Mall and Das Marinas, and without the travel pass, you need to have the appointment. Well, we didn't have the appointment because it was made over the phone. It wasn't sent to my wife. So we got a travel pass just in case. I showed my ID card. Judith showed her quarantine pass, and then the travel pass. No problem. Had to wear a face shield and a mask. Get disinfected, feet and hands. And you had a time limit. Well, when we got out, I told Judith to check with the guard and make sure, see if we have to have this travel pass. Travel pass is not hard to get, it's just an inconvenience. We went to the barangay, and the barangay said that the travel pass is not needed anymore. Well, we told them that we wanted to make sure we didn't want to go to the mall, them turn us around, because I don't have a quarantine pass. With a travel pass, and me being with Judith, I'm legal. I'm over 68. I don't need the hassle, people. Anyway, get your ducks in a row, get your teeth fixed, because who knows what's going to happen. Are we ever going to get out of this COVID quarantine rules? I pray that we do. I pray you are having a safe time. And thank you for watching, and God bless. Thank you for watching Tennessee Hillbilly in the Philippines. God bless.